Hey guys, hey, this is Van from Hunky Junk Mall Garage, just getting started on my top 10 list build. Show you right here that you can tell right there that it's 2/11 on December 26th, the day after Christmas. Oh boy. Alright, now I was down here doing some straightening up this morning and everything, and I got to thinking about this build, and I just I got carried away on it and didn't realize that I'd forgotten my phone upstairs, so I had to go up and get it when I took a break to get this video done. I'm going to do this one in segments like I've done the last one there about the Fonzie bike. I'm just going to do little bitty clips as I go, and then I'll make one big update on it. This bike, or this build right here, man, I really can't wait to get started good on this. I've already cut the make sure I got it in view here. I've already cut the fender wells out of it, and I'm getting the firewall glued into it right now. As soon as I can get that done, then I'm going to get started on the motor, because I had to get this done to get the floor pan put in to where I can make sure about how the motor is going to fit. This motor is going to be just going to be outrageous, because this is a Ford 427, an SOHC motor. I'm going to run electronic fuel injection with twin turbos on it. And this year, this is going to be, of course, be finished up in 2016 in the new year. And this year I'm stepping outside the box, outside my comfort zone. I'm going to do more stuff that I haven't done before. Well, I should say I'm going to try more stuff that I haven't done before. And I'm going to step up my game a little bit on my building. You know, no matter how good you are, there's always room for improvement. But anyways, this truck right here, this is going to be, when Chip come up with the idea for the top 10 list, I've been wanting to build a street and track drag car or truck, and to put all the detail in it and everything is just going to be awesome. That's what I'm wanting to do, and this right here, I believe, is going to definitely give me the opportunity to do it, and it's really going to improve my building skills. I believe it'll either improve them or it'll break them. I don't know which, but nah, this 71 Ranger by Mobius, so far it seems like a good kit. I know there's quite a few of y'all out there that's built this one, and I don't know if you've done any cutting or anything on yours or not, the ones that build it, but it just seems like to me the plastic is awful soft, where you can cut it real easy, and that's a plus for me. I really like that, but I am going to try to open up the doors. I'm going to reverse the hinges. I've never done that before on one. I'm going to reverse the hinges on it, and I'm going to have it where the front of the door right here opens and stays on the inside instead of swinging out. I'm going to try that on this build. I don't know if I'm picking the wrong build for that or not, but I'm going to, give it a try. Looks like that glue's holding pretty good now. It's getting dry. My garage is down here in the basement, and it stays cool down here all the time, so my glue don't dry as quick, so I have to leave it on my table like this and bring the lamp down where it's right on top of it to heat that glue up and everything. But for Christmas, my wife got me a cup warmer for my coffee and everything in the mornings, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to put me a mug down here, and I'm going to fill it up with a little bit of water, and I'm going to set my glue bottle down in it, and that way it'll warm the glue up. And I think that would be a lot better instead of, it'd be a little faster working. So, alright guys, so far, like I say, I've got the firewall glued in, and I've cut the fender wells out. I'll put them in the scrap box, that way I can have them for later. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the, this came with the V8 motor, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the automatic transmission off and put it on this one, and I'll save this 4-speed and everything for another build, or put it on the motor that comes with this truck. I took the front faceplate off the motor here, and I do want to say that my best friend Keith, well, he is my best friend, but he's more like my brother. We were in commercial graphics together, and he does models, but he really don't have time to work on that much. And I've been on him to try to get him a channel started. So he's got him a channel, but he's not got anything up on it yet. And as soon as he does, I will let you all know where you can go over and subscribe to him. Maybe if everybody would subscribe to him, maybe he would, feel a little bit inspired to, start finishing some stuff up to where you can get it on there. His name is Randy K. Green. He goes by Keith. We were in commercial graphics together in high school, and he gave me a Mustang, a Shelby, that had this motor in it. And what I'm going to do, or what I have done, I took the faceplate off the front of the motor, and I notched it out right here on the sides. That way I can make room for a mounting plate right there to go come out from the motor, and then when I bring my roll cage out and then down to the frame, that mounting plate will go to it, and then I'll have a place to mount my front suspension off of. So I've got that done, and get it snapped back in here, and you can see right there the space it made. That way I didn't have to extend the front of the motor, or I didn't have to shorten it or modify any of the heads or anything, so that's good. And then right here, this piece of PVC plastic left over from when I had my sign shop is exactly the same thickness, so I'm going to make me a plate out of it, and that's going to mount the motor there, and then of course the transmission will mount it in the back. But yeah, I'm going to get everything de-chromed, I'm thinking, and I'll probably leave the valve covers like they are. I really like that. Do a little black wash on them here on this part, and back in the bottom right there where it says 427 SOHC. I'm going to get all that done. But as far as the heads, they'll be stripped with chrome, and that'll be painted aluminum. I'm going to leave the block blue. oil filter mounted right here, so I'm going to pull it back to the front of the mounting plate and mount it on the outside right there where it'd be more visible, because once I get the headers run up and connected to the tubes going to the turbos, you'll never be able to see it. So I'm just going to move it outside of the face plate up front, and that way it'll be more visible. And I've got my holes right there. If you can see that, I've got my holes drilled for to start my headers. I'm going to bring them out, down and out, and then bend them up and bring them alongside right here where to go over top of the face plate and then down to the turbo. The turbos will be sitting somewhere in this area right in here in each corner. And then of course I'll have to open that up to where they'll get a little bit of air in there too. And I don't know exactly what Mobius had in mind of doing this, but I'm going to cut this part right here out. And I've not really paid that much attention to the grill, but I'm going to try to grind a lot of the back part of it out to where you can see completely through it. Of course I'll have my Ron Davis racing radiator down in here, plus the intercooler and stuff. But alright guys, this is just the intro on my build for the top 10 list, and I'm going to get off, step off here and stop videoing and talking where I can get a little bit more work done. And as soon as I get some more work, I'll be back on here just in a little while to show you. Alright fellas, I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, Van back again, and I'm starting on the bed right now, and I've got everything filed down just a little bit. What I'm fixing to do now is I'm going to score the sides right here and take these fender wells off so I can get some big tires under it. And once I get that done, I will be right back to start again. Let y'all see what I've gotten done. I'll be right back. Fellas, I'm back. I've got my side pieces right here trimmed off, and this is the fender wells that I cut off. I used my Dremel on it, and it made fast work, especially since that stuff's soft. But I got the biggest part of it sanded or filed down, and now I'm going to we'll put them in the sides here, and we'll get all that clamped and glued for just a moment, let it set up, and then I'll get it on my frame jig and get everything all square, and then I'll have the bed all finished up. So, well, you know, assembled anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some glue spread on this thing right here, and we'll get it glued on, and then I will, as soon as I get it onto the frame jig, I will get back with you, and you can see what I've got done then. Alright guys, see you. Alright, now I've got this thing in clamps now on the sides. You got the braces in. As soon as that glue tacks and gets to where it won't come apart here in a few minutes, then that's when I'm going to put the other part in for the front of the bed, and we'll use my frame jig for that, and I will show you that. I don't believe I've showed it on YouTube before. It's simple. I was going to order a jig kind of like that from Micro Mart, but after I got to looking at it, I made my own. So I will show you what I have here as soon as I get ready to start using it. So as soon as this sets up here in a few minutes, well, we'll go from there. Alright guys, see you in a few. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've got the frame jig here, and we've got the sides put on, the floor glued in, and I just now set them in there just before I put the recorder on. This is all it is just a piece of metal, a piece of sheet metal on a piece of 1/8 inch plate steel, and I use JB Weld to glue them two together. And then I took, and of course these right here are the magnets that you can get from Micro Mark. I don't think they're supposed to do this, but when I got them, they were like that, and they had a piece of chrome on both sides, but they've come apart, so I'm gonna have to re-glue them to make sure that they don't come apart. That's how they're supposed to look right there. But my first ones that I had made, my first magnets, I just went to Walmart and got a bag of round earth magnets, and I got me an aluminum angle at Lowe's, and I bored me a hole the exact same size as the magnet itself, and I dropped it down in the hole where it would be flush right here on the bottom, and then on the top I mixed up some JB Weld and dabbed on there where it would hold it, and that way when it goes to your part, it will hold it flush, hold it strong. And of course these right here, I use these to hold stuff until I can get my my angle pieces in there. But this right here, it is as a right angle, it's perfectly square, and that's the best thing to use that I've seen. So what we're going to do right now, this piece right here, we're going to glue it in, and I've got most of it all ready, and I've test fitted it, and it goes in there very good. There's a little bit of play in it, not much, but and then see, we'll glue it in, and then we'll get that set. What helps is these angle magnets that I've made are just exactly the same height as the bed to the floor, the top of the bed to the floor. It don't interfere with it. It holds it in there perfect. It's just like it was made for it. So what I'm going to do is, sorry about this, I'm going to have to do this off camera, but I'm going to dab a little glue right there on both sides of this. Alright, now then, we got this end piece in here ready to go. Of course, I'll do my tailgate after all these right here glue in. Alright, we'll get that in there. Well, oh lordy. Alright, now she's fitting right. Okay, put this in here. Now when I was getting this thing ready, I've seen that the tailgate, and this end piece right here is too, the tailgate was warped just a little, and this piece is warped. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting those angle pieces, the angle magnets, I'm putting them right here on the very ends, and that is going to cap it in there where it's going to glue perfectly square. And on the tailgate, I've got the inside piece put in, but on the tailgate, you can see those stress discoloration right there, like on the plastic. That's where I had it was bowed pretty much like that right there, and all I done was just try to force it, and kept forcing it and bent it to where it's completely straight now. So and I'm not going to be I'm not going to have the tailgate where it opens up, so, or I'm not deciding to do that at this time. I may as the build goes on, but right now, let's see, let me move this over where you can see it. Right now I just took my my square here, put it up on my metal, and you can see that the bed is perfectly squared to that, and I just started building off of it. I've had trouble putting these bed sides together before, and not exactly what I was doing wrong. I guess I was just getting it at the wrong angle, and it was drying, and just wasn't able to get it to fit right. So what I'm going to do, or what I did, was use this frame jig, and it works out perfect. We'll give it a few minutes to dry real good, and then I'll get this thing back up and show you what it's going to look like, and then we can go ahead and mark off the floor right here and cut it out to put my wheel tubs and everything in, and then that way I can mark my frame, see where I need to cut it at to back half it. So alright guys, as soon as I get that ready to go, I will talk to you in a few minutes. Guys, van back again, and I took a break on this thing right here. I had to go over and do some things at my dad's, but this more or less is the stance I'm going for. I got the big slicks under it, and I've got it all back halved. I hadn't glued anything down yet, and so far right there's what I've got. That's one of my scrap pieces that I took out, that I molded and everything, so it's using it for mock-up and stuff. So that's basically about how it's going to be. I've just got to get everything cut and set in, and get it ready to glue together. So I believe that's going to be all for right now, and I'm going to get this update uploaded and everything, and get it all ready. So y'all have a good night, and I may get up here in the morning and start to work again. So we'll talk at you on the next one.